Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Research TV, boys and girls. This is the show that, of course, everybody's enjoying. It's Revlog. I'm the superstar host, DAPS, the host with the most. That is not a ghost. I'm sure she's singing it in her heart. This guy is fire out there.
So big. And of course, with the host who is a...
No, baby.
It's your girl, I'm just welcome to, of course, another episode of Revlog. Today, we're going to be asking, let me start with, love is not enough. Baby, come to me. Of course, that's what everybody says.
I hope you have never been in the church choir because you are terrible at singing.
You cannot even use that one to drag. It is not even, This is my multinational voice.
Huh? Multinational voice.
Love is not enough. Baby, come to me. You want to try me? Anyway, guys.
You to flag that.
Keep quiet. Our topic for today is love is not enough, yes or no?
Well, love is never enough, but before that, like, share, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. That's the only way you can support us. It's very important. Very, very important. So, by the way, guys, love is never enough. No matter what, no matter where, married couples, ask them, it's never enough. People that are in relationships, it's never enough. Your father, him loving you is never enough. He still has to provide for you. That's like constant.
I say love is enough. Reason being that, at the end of the day, love is an emotion. It is how you feel. It is intangible. I think the statement should be, I don't love you enough. Not that love is not enough. If you say I don't love you enough, it becomes more reasonable. You are in a relationship with someone and, or let's even say someone tells you love is not enough, that means automatically, if we are going to go with your standard, that means automatically you are never going to find someone who is going to accept you for who you are in the next situation you find yourself.
If you are a well-balanced man in this society, you gather. When I mean gather, it's not just money. Do you understand? You're okay, you're fire, you're bam. Trust me, love will just find its way to you, if you get what I mean. It's never enough if you cannot provide. Let me tell you, even married couples, they'll tell you that, I love her, she loves me, but conditions.
But we don't love ourselves enough to be able to manage, to be able to put up with so many situations.
How long do you want to manage?
So yeah, you see that the love is not the problem. The love is just people always try to put blame on love. Take love aside. Love is out. I think I just have a problem with that phrase, love is not enough. Just say, I don't love you enough to do this with you. I don't love you enough to do so and so.
If something is not enough, if something is not enough, it is not enough.
Take love away.
That's why you cannot say, if something is not enough, there's always a not before enough. Do you get it?
Okay.
So my point is, love is never enough. It is not enough. You said it with your own mouth. You just said it. Love is not enough. I don't love you enough. That means it does not get to that point.
I don't love you at the end of the day. It is our love as a person that has limits, not love itself.
But you know,
are you understanding
the topic is love enough in a relationship?
Yes.
It's never enough.
God.
Why did you and your last boyfriend break up?
His love for me was not enough.
His love was not enough.
For me, was not enough.
So why are we arguing?
What do you mean, why are we arguing? That is him as a person. That was his own limit. That was the threshold of his own love. It had a limit. The love had a limit once we had an issue.
Because why? It was not enough.
Him as a person, there was an extent to which he could love.
May I ask what the issue was?
You cannot ask.
I've known a lot of people that have been in love, but at the end of the day, it's not enough. It's never enough. You need an extra something to add to the love that makes it super amazing.
You can't. There was an extent to which, now let me give you a typical example.
Okay.
We say love is not enough, and for example, someone is in a relationship with someone who has, let's say they are both AS, and the guy peradventure says love is not enough. You know, if love is actually not enough, like love is not enough, that means she's not going to get someone that will accept her for who she is, because automatically love is not enough. But she can get into a relationship with someone else, and the person will be like, I love you, we are going to adopt, we don't have to give birth. At the end of the day, it is the way you love, the limit in which you love that is measurable, not the love.
In this Nollywood movie that you just painted in your head now, at the end of the day, what happens? There's always a problem.
Why do you have to feel there's always a problem? Why are you being negative? Why are you being pessimistic?
It's not being negative. There's always going to be a problem.
Correct.
We are going to adopt. Most likely you see an issue that, after all, I don't mind. We are human beings, for crying out loud. Love is not enough.
The definition of love is very wide, like very, very wide. Love is patience, love is kindness, love is like virtually all emotions packed in one. So when you say love is not enough, it means you're taking so many emotions away from things, and you just, I don't know, the love itself is intangible. People just hide under the umbrella of love is not enough.
Even God loves us, but the love of God is enough for us. But we as human beings.
I want you to emphasize on that part.
No.
God loves us,
but we as human beings, do we recruit the love to God?
Thank you
because
so much.
Love is never enough.
Thank you so much for bringing that in. God's love and humans' love, what is the difference?
God is God and we are humans.
Okay, so what can you picture, like what can you say is the entire summary of that?
My point is, I'm not being the God factor.
I just want you to give me a word. I want you to give me a word.
Wait.
God's love does not have a limit. That is the word I want you to hear. God's love does not have a limit, but we as humans, our love has limits.
Yes,
so
now,
that is it. My love for you
is not enough.
My love
makes it not
my
enough.
love for you is not enough.
The limit makes it not enough.
The problem people bring in is love is not enough. Like, people take themselves away from that situation and just bring out that love and be like, love is not enough. We have issue. We don't have money. Love is not enough. We don't have children. Love is not enough.
Is that not what it is? Then it is not enough. Now
it is. I don't love you enough to
suffer with you.
Yes, that is it. Basically, that is it. I don't love you enough to be with you in a relationship.
And you go marry.
Of course, I will go marry. I don't go marry. I don't love you enough to be in a relationship. Because now money.
You go drink Gary.
At the end of the day, now money. It's only money. Why is it that we don't have a situation whereby people are rich, people have everything going on for them, they and you know what? Why is that it is only in the good situation?
Even the Bible says.
Why is it that it is only in the bad and the ugly that we have love is not enough?
Even the Bible says.
Give me good situations whereby we hear love is not enough.
Even the Bible says at some point that there were something weeds growing and the devil came to sow tares. It is normal. You can't always have it good. It cannot always be forever good. At that point in time, love is never enough. You need more than love. At that point, you need more than love. You need things like faith, long suffering, patience.
What is love?
Love is not all that.
Define love.
Love is me going the extra mile to be with you, to stay with you.
That is not love. See, if you want to define love, you
define
it.
May you spoil your super.
Define your own love. I can't even define it till next year, because love it encompasses everything. Just think about God's love for us, and you have the definition of love.
So there's God's love. There's God's love
of the real meaning of.
There's God's love in HIV positive, and he did not tell you, Abi.
What are we saying?
Did you know now? There's love in the person has HIV, and he did not tell you about it.
He did not tell me. How is that?
You love him enough to now say, okay, you didn't tell me, I forgive you.
No, that is a different thing entirely.
But love is enough now. Why can't you bear the fact that he did not tell you the truth?
What are you saying?
It's common sense, my guy.
It's not the matter of common sense. This is a different situation.
How? You love him enough to say, okay.
Someone infected me with HIV, and the person did not tell me. They will not infect you in Jesus' name. Amen. So, and the person did not tell me. Let's just take it at that. And I get to find out. So what will happen?
You should love him enough to forgive him and say, you infected me, I love you. Don't worry, we'll work it out. Do you understand? Love is not enough now.
I am telling you that at that point, the person is going to be like, I don't love you enough to do this with you.
To do what?
At the end of the day, it is the limit. I'm telling you, you are not going to say, at that point, you're not going to say love is not enough. You're going to say, I'm sorry, but I don't love you enough to be with you. Just say it plainly. I don't love you enough to go through so and so situations with you. Maybe I got to understand this because someone has told me that particular statement, love is not enough. And, you know, after sitting down and reasoning, if love was actually not enough, the reason why our relationship didn't work out was supposed to be an issue with every other guy that I meet. So at that point, I just realized, love is enough. Now you just get limits. Just say it.
With HIV.
I cannot do it. I
cannot do it. You loved him before. He didn't tell you now that you had HIV now.
What are you saying? You are missing the point. You are missing the point that love as its own is an emotion. Are you understanding me?
Love is an emotion. Then you should still be emotionally attached.
Do you know there are people that will actually accept that person for who he is?
Will you?
Like that.
Will you?
You know there are people that will accept him like that. Because I have my own limits.
So I
have my own limits. As a person, I'm not deceiving myself. If you're trying to say, that means if you say it like that, if you are saying it like that, that means a whole lot of people are doomed. You leave one relationship because the person says love is not enough. That means just accept that you are. Okay, just imagine God says, my love for you is not enough.
But you also made it clear that God is not human.
So I'm trying to use the definition of love.
So what I'm trying to tell you now, listen to me. What I'm trying to tell you now is that love is never and ever enough to sustain a relationship.
And I insist that love is enough. You as a person just has a limit to how you love.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us know what you think in the comment section. I'm so nauseated by this conversation.
You have to be nauseated, of course.
You're arguing blindly.
I am not arguing blindly.
But let me know
when we are talking about love.
Now when they break your heart now,
they don't break your heart. You almost cried for that. Do you even broke up with you?
No.
You had come and see where you were wailing.
No.
Come and see where you were whining. Practically, the entire episode was about you being heartbroken.
Let me tell you something.
Guys, you need to watch that episode. Should I tell them?
Let me tell you this and make it clear to you. So when you said something about me talking from experience about heartbreaks and the likes, I won't say I've not been heartbroken. Come on, I'm old enough to be heartbroken. But at the end of the day, not that I didn't give my 100%, but once it was done for the person, once the person was no longer interested and was no longer in love, at the end of the day, what I felt was not enough. Okay. Love is never enough. I wish you could put a phone call through to somebody that is married and the person will categorically tell you that love is never enough. And make sure if you are married...
Because they know that if they say, I don't love you enough, it's going to sound callous. That is just it. I don't love you enough is going to sound callous. So people just say, let us know
what you think in the comment section.
Making love tangible instead of intangible.
Let's have this conversation.
Thank you very much, guys. Please, I would like to know your comments down. I would really like to know your comments down below. Thank you very much. Listen to you're the one that is shallow because you don't want to add. Listen to watch out for more episodes and
I pity you.
I think that's all. Why will you pity who will marry me? Because of what?
You go drink Gary.
I don't go drink Gary. By the grace of God, I will not drink Gary. By the grace of God, I will not drink Gary. Let me send a prayer down.
Bye.